What is a brick rodeo? I mean, I don't know. All right, let's find out with 80Kid07. He's at a brick rodeo in Texas or something. All right,
here we go.
Hey, what's up? What is this? Brick rodeo and where? Hang on,
Yep. So this is Brick Rodeo. Can you hear me, okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
All right, cool. This is incredible. This is a Star Wars. I believe it's a hospital facility. A lot of custom brick heads. My favorite being the Ahsoka back there.
I got that blue one just because blue looks nice.
Oh yeah, yep, it does. Bunch of microfighters.
Oh wow, is that from Ben's Bricks Design? Is he there? I wonder if Ben. Do you know who Ben is?
Ben Rollman.
That might be him. Hey, that is my 80K. Back up, so we can see.
Back up, yeah.
So we can see the whole thing. Okay, is there any way to light it up so we can see it kind of lit up?
We can see some of it lit up. Yes.
It looks more detailed than I remember. Do you like? Are you like adding details as time goes on? Tricking it out a little bit more and more.
In September when I built it in September.
Okay, back up so we can see the lights.
Yep. So that's
full.
A sample of the lights. I have full pictures on my Instagram if you'd like to check it out. Not really a plug, but kind of a plug. You know, September was when I built this model. This one is about 8 feet long.
Well, go back to that QR codes and hold the phone steady so people have a chance to actually, you know.
All right, just 1 second. There we go.
Do your
here, let's take it out.
Yeah, there you go. Pull it out there so we can actually see that. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So how do you think that announcement by Lego that you can't print logos or whatnot on minifigures, how do you think that's going to affect your business in any way?
I don't think it'll affect it in any way. Not only is it because of how small I am, but also because I don't have any logos on my figures. I guess maybe if you count the Spider-Man logo, but I don't know if I would really count that.
Let me say thanks for being on, Anakin. I hope to edit this down into something for Good Morning Brick World. I hope you have a good time. Ollendorf Anthony was on there.
Coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me. Better wake up. Put your fly get on.
Ollendorf's gonna win because I said Anthony first. It's rigged. It's rigged.
Wow.
Actually, it's not rigged. Dang! Congratulations, Ollendorf. You're the winner.
If you have future Ninjago questions, comment them down below. I'll make a little comment down in the chat so that I'll see all the replies to it down in the video after it.
All right, after the stream is over, yeah.
Once the stream is over, I will make a comment, put your Ninjago questions there so I see them all, and then I'll answer them.
Why don't we get into some news, leaks, reveals?
Oh, you want to see some? All right,
let's go ahead and talk it up.
So there's this, this is leaked from Promo Bricks. It's one of those magnetic postcard things or whatever.
But didn't we already get like a London magnet?
Yeah, but this is a postcard, so it's a little bit bigger.
I mean, I like the Big Ben clock. That looks really nice.
And that wheel. So brickheads, there's the brickheads.
Yeah.
People are raving the red eyes. Look, he's got red eyes.
Oh, the Heavenly Realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavenly.
We only saw preliminary photos, but so here's the full reveal.
Yeah.
It's pretty massive. I gotta say, it's pretty massive.
Yeah, it's a pretty rad set, man. I like how it's constructed. I like how it's built. I like all the elements, like that tree on one side. You know, I like how it opens up, and it's a really rad set, man. Just good stuff.
All right, and there, her face just is horrifying. I don't know. And then
yeah. So then we got this.
Coming September 2023. So,
or imagine if they do the Star Wars CMF series for the first
time. In iron boxes to make.
Dude, can you imagine everybody pulling their hair out, man? Like, you know, especially Star Wars fans.
What I see is the average consumer probably not going to change. Like, just the parent going out and getting a figure for their kid. They probably don't feel the bags. Probably just going to pick whatever anyway. So in terms of people who are trying to collect a full series, you basically have two options now: buy a whole box, which is more money in Lego's pocket, or buy them off of Bricklink, which, you know, not only will it be upcharged a bit because the Bricklink sellers want to make money, but Lego also gets a portion of the Bricklink profits because they now own Bricklink.
Right.
Lego's just making more money, and that's all this is.
But Ollendorf says some people think it's gambling for children.
I'm gonna start sending out the invites to our guests. First, we got some SHYTIME is my time. So our next guest I'm pulling out here is CabbageFace.
My lord.
How are we all?
Good.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Our next guest is Solo That's right, he changed his name. Solo the Brit Builder. What's going on, Rula? How you doing, man? Military definitely has a soft spot for a lot of A-falls and T-falls. I would probably say even some K-falls. But it's a very sensitive subject with Lego, obviously. And a lot of people are really kind of divided about this. I think that there is a line to be drawn with some of the military stuff. You guys have any like feelings one way or another about them not doing military stuff and then still doing like maybe Bond or...
Aren't they doing Indiana Jones sets? So
yeah.
Oh, well, they might actually with the new movie, huh?
So I'm
Depends who
assuming
the bad guy is.
are they going to do Russians in that, like the last film?
I don't
And
know.
that's going to be an interesting one, isn't it? What's going on in the world, you know? That's going to start.
Right, but that's Russians versus Indiana Jones, not like Russians versus Americans.
Yeah, but let's not
or
forget though that Russia, even in the
Vietnamese,
Second World War, even in the Second World War, the Soviet Union done some absolutely horrific things to their own people. So we can't forget that.
Right.
Just because
But this is a fantasy
time.
setting, and so that's why Lego will do it, because they're like, these are fantasy Russians. These are not Soviet Russians that did horrible things, you know, in the gulags and blah, blah, blah.
It
These
depends
are
what era we're set in, though.
unhappy Russians that only are after, you know, Indiana Jones. That's why they do it. And then they got to pick sides, too. At that point, they're like, well, these are the good guys, what's the bad guys?
Yeah, it's really interesting. And see, the smart thing that Lego does is they leave a lot of stuff open-ended, man. They can backtrack, or they can, you know, do kind of what they want in a way, because clearly violence isn't the issue. They just put out that Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader set, and you know, in my video I mentioned about like literally a couple minutes before that fight happened, Darth Vader snapped the kid's neck, and they showed it. And even for me, as desensitized as I am, I was like, oh, it was just kind of jarring to see that.
But I just got to step in there though. Greg just brought up a good point.
Yeah,
I know it's technically Hamleys, that's a Hamleys exclusive thing, but they do sell the Queen's Royal Guard, who are actual soldiers. They do go out and fight for the country.
Is there anything at all a reason why they would do that, where they think it's okay, that you guys can think of?
I suppose
They keep moving the line, so how can you say?
Well, let me ask Shy something real quick too, and Rula, you could probably answer this as well. But do we have an equivalent to a Royal Guard over here, like that we could say?
Yeah,
like,
the Marines that watch the White House and the President's own. Yeah, we have Air Force One. We have like all like Marine One. Like if you go to any of the Legolands in the United States, you're gonna see Marines built.
So you guys think if a military organization paid Lego, they would like make sets then?
I don't know. I think it also could be because a Royal Guard is for England anyway is like very, very iconic. You know, it's like you think of the Queen's Palace. I like what Shah was saying. You know, it's obviously you see the Marines outside the White House, but they're like almost blend in with the whole surroundings. These guys are in red tunics all the way to the bottom of it, bearskins on their head.
So, Doc, you were saying like, what if like a military company would pay Lego to do it? Any of our military companies in the United States can probably buy out Lego if they really wanted to.
Yeah, we have a pretty big budget.
They're pretty huge. As far as, I mean, if you want to consider NASA a part of that, you could, because technically NASA is also part of that, or even Tesla at this point. So Brickmania licensed their stuff through their actual military companies, like Northrop Grumman, Lockheed. They have to pay. And now Boeing and Bell, which Lego was working with for the Osprey, to be able to make the sets that they do. And when they present these sets to these companies, the people in these companies lose their minds on how cool this is. They're like, "Can you make 10,000 of these? We will sell this in our stores. Our employees will love this. We will buy all of it." And Brickmania, they can't do that. They're like, "There's no way we can make 10,000 of these in a month if we do this by hand." The military is a profession. It's not like, I don't know what I'm gonna do in my life. I'm gonna go in the military because I'm a dumb. I was gonna say something bad, but like, you have to have intellect to be operating an F-22. Like, you can't be out of high school for that. Like, you have to go through, like, even a basic like soldier, Marine, airman, whatever, they go through years of training before they even be put on something. So it's just sad in a way, because if you look at the police thing, like my whole thing, and I've said it before, I had a kid tell me, how do I build my parents? And this was like a whole flip in my head, like, how do I build my parents? I'm like, okay, here's two little minifigs, here's mom and daddy. They're like, no, how do I build them like as work? I mean, as soldiers. I'm like, Lego doesn't do that. And they're like, why? And they're like, well, Lego doesn't do military, but why not? So like, you could be a criminal, you could rob stores, you could be a bad guy, but you can't be a soldier.
No. I'm going to say something that might upset some people, and it might even upset Lego. I don't care. But if Lego was being attacked right now, they would have nothing bad to say about military. Yeah, you don't have to build nuclear bomb sets or something.
What's the harm of building a Sherman tank? It's not. It's historic, and you need to teach people now still about war. because if they don't know what happened in the past and the horrible things that happened, people won't change.
Right, but a modern German is like, I want to buy Lego and I don't want to play the Nazi, and I want to be German. I want to play a German arm. So what if they made antique military? They're like, okay, Napoleon age, you know, that kind of thing. That was the military they went for.
But they already have like ancient stuff, man.
You've got pirates. Look at it in the mindset of a kid, though. What are they going to go for? A Roman shield or a tank? You know, it's you're always going to go for a tank, aren't you? Tanks are awesome, whether it's a Sherman or whatever. You know, it's a tank.
If they don't make the Marine dropship for Avatar, I'm gonna be pissed.